of the Seek Him First Book of Mormon Challenge. So we're in 1 Nephi chapter 16, and today I feel impressed to share what I learned from these verses and tie in what I'm also learning from therapy. So in these verses, they have the Liahona helping them, and that is the tool that they were given by God. And it's kind of like their little magic 8-ball where it has divine messages from God, and it also points them to the right direction. And it got me thinking about how God gives us tools. So for me right now, that is my therapist, and going into EMDR, that's like a tool that God has given me on a silver platter, and I'm on my way to therapy now, and I feel like this is my Liahona currently. It's pointing me in the right direction through someone else. So sometimes God gives us tools like the Liahona or the Urim and Thummim, or the brother of Jared, it was the stones he lit up. And sometimes he gives us messages through the Liahona, or people like Joseph Smith, it was Angel Moroni. And so for me, it's this therapist, like this is a person, but the tool is EMDR. And so God's trying to teach me that he gives us tools to help us point us in the right direction. And the thing that I'm learning with this, between these verses and therapy, is that scripture, turning the hearts of the children to the fathers, has come up to my mind often lately. And then my therapist gave me the book Origins of You to read as a homework assignment, so I started reading that. And right off the bat, it talks about, in therapy words, what the scriptures were saying. So it said, generational trauma is like a wildfire that destroys everything in its path until one person from one generation is brave enough to face the flames. So after reading that, it reminded me of Isaiah 58, and it talks about healing generational things as well in that chapter. And it said that you will be known as the repairer of the breach. And that scripture has come to mind so much when kind of trying to be the one who's breaking these family patterns, because that's what this Origin of You book is about. It's about breaking family patterns that haven't been working. And I can see that all of my siblings have certain patterns that they're unaware of, and I want to be the person who breaks this and these patterns, and that we don't pass it on to the next generation. And I don't want to pass down certain patterns to my children, and so I feel like this is a very important work. But I also feel that verse, turning the hearts of the children to the fathers, is talking about temple work. And I also have felt a huge pull towards going to the temple and temple work lately as well, which I think has been very key in my healing, and also being in a holy place where I can be more in tune to receive answers. Oh, and the last thing I wanted to tie into all of this is faith. So it specifically talks about that the Liahona only worked according to their faith. And so I want to apply that to the message that I'm saying today, that I feel like my faith with temple attendance and with seeking God first and seeking Him first. That's been what has unlocked these tools for me. I felt like I got divine inspiration on a silver platter by showing my faith and my obedience in seeking Him. So that is the biggest message that I want to get across today.